Are you kidding me? I was talking and didn't know it a while ago. Okay, hello everybody. Merry Christmas everybody. Hope you're having fun with your family and your friends and opening gifts. I got to do that yesterday with my grandbaby and my daughter. And I'm so happy I got to see him. I hadn't seen him in a while. But wherever you are, I hope you're enjoying your whatever you do on Christmas Eve. I used to be able to go to my mom's and we would cook all night long and be grumpy with each other all day. And my dad, it's just the funniest thing, my dad used to, we after we'd been up cooking all night, we'd be sleeping. My dad used to come through the house with pots and pans banging on, wake up, Merry Christmas, wake up, wake up. And after he'd wake us all up and we'd all be so grumpy and mean, and he'd be laughing, he thought it was really funny. He'd be laughing and he'd go back to bed and then stay in the bed probably for the rest of the day usually. But we would have good times. We had family and cousins and uncles and usually it was immediate family. It was mostly sisters and brothers and nieces and nephews and stuff like that. But my daughter's, of course, with her daughter and her immediate family, and that's why she come visit me last night. Anyway, I'm just trying to stay warm today, guys. It's cold out there. Hopefully, wherever you are, you're staying warm. But I wanted to get on here and also speak about the true meaning of Christmas, because not a lot of people do that anymore. They get all caught up in the commercialism of the gift giving, and I'm going to give this type of gift, and I'm going to wrap it in this package, in this color, in this bow, and for me, the gift of Christmas is the grace of God, the loving and caring God, and not so much that as is just paying attention that I'm here because of that. Every day, not just Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, but every day. And being grateful for what I do have in my life today instead of being grateful for what I don't have. A lot of people, gripe and complain, and I've been one, sometimes too. Gripe and complain about what I don't have, but when I look around me, I see things that I do have that are simple things, but a lot of people don't have, like food to eat, just a warm blanket, and a room, a bed, a comfortable bed to sleep in. When there's people out there that are not sleeping in beds, that are sleeping on the street, freezing to death, literally to death, and poor animals that are just roaming around without any food or anything like that. That saddens me, but of course I don't want to get bogged down in the blah, blah, blah either, because Christmas Eve and Christmas Day is happy too. We can make it as happy as we want to make it, or we can make it as sad as we want to make it. I like to make it happy today because, for all those that don't have family, I'd like to tell you I love you, even though I don't know you. And there's nothing you can do about that. I'm so cold, my nose is running. Ugh. Anyway, I would sing you a song, but that would definitely run you off. I can write you something, but not that quick. But it might take me a minute to do that. But usually, if I'm in the mood to write something, it's, the Spirit usually moves me to do that. And I'm grateful for that, because used to I never felt anything, I didn't want to deal with things, and I didn't want to deal, and I didn't want to feel a lot of things, When all that started coming back, I started dealing with things and feeling things. I was like, what's going on? I'm not normal. But that's life. I've realized that's life when you deal with things and you feel things that are real. Reality, right? What a concept. I love that saying, and because it's so true, When I argue with reality, I lose, and usually 100% of the time. So, I get up and I do my little morning routine, my little meditation time, and my little silence with God and all that kind of thing. And then I start thinking about my day and what's going to happen during that day and what might happen, what won't happen, what does happen, what is happening, that kind of thing. It's all good, even when it's not good. I say that a lot to a lot of my friends, and I'm okay when I'm not okay. Little nuggets that I've learned along the way with different friends that have shared their self with me and that kind of thing. But I'm lost for words. Sometimes I can talk and talk and talk and talk and talk, get on everybody's nerves. Other times I'm just very quiet and don't know what to say. I think I got a little stage fright because I'm talking to a bunch of people without getting comments back because YouTube won't let me go live yet. You have to wait 24 hours before you can go live. So maybe the next video that I do will be live and I can answer comments as they come in and talk back and forth to peeps. So anyway, I just wanted to get on here and say a quick Merry Christmas and let you know what my day is going to be like. It's going to be staying warm, probably cuddled up and watching a little on demand and maybe some, I don't know, maybe some good reading. Just depends. Wherever I'm guided to do is usually what I do. I do want to do this before we get off of here. And just, this is kind of how I start my day with a little meditation book. I know this is backwards. It says in God's care. I know this is backwards, but I want to start my day with this and give this gift out to you guys before I get off of here. Let's get the right day first. That shows you how many times I read this, right? I read other things every day too. So, okay, December the 24th. With them I gladly shared my all and learned the great truth that where God guides, He provides. And that's written by Frank D. Buchanan. Do we believe that God will provide if we let go? Are we willing to turn everything in our care over to the care of God? It's a difficult test of our faith to turn everything over to God. It's not too hard to say, okay, God, here's my will. We may not even be sure what that means. But what about giving up our whole life? We know what everything means. It means giving to God our way of making a living, of taking care of our families. It means entrusting to God our health, our friends, our habits, even our next meal. We may never be called upon to give up our possessions, to change our occupation, to go to a strange place. But unless we listen, and become willing to give God everything, we will never feel the full comfort of God's care. Today, it's my decision to give God everything and to let God provide. And I think that'll start my day off pretty good. I hope it does with everybody else. If, again, hopefully the next feed will be live and I'll be able to talk to you guys live. And maybe we can chit-chat about some of these things. Or anything else that you'd like to chit-chat about. But I'm going to be starting a live feed after the first of the year. Going live at certain times. It probably would be noonish. I don't like to be too late. I don't want to be too late in the afternoon. I don't want to be too early in the day. So around 11 maybe Central. So if you're on the East Coast or in another country or something, you might check the time schedule. I'll try to make a schedule of what times I'm going to be on, and that way we can chit-chat. But for today, this is just a video for you to watch back, comment on. Let me know what you think. If you got any ideas, shoot them out to me. Anyway, it's Billy. Merry Christmas, peace, and love.